From our studios here at number 3 Mama Street, Brookfields in Freetown, it's a warm welcome to the national news here on Star Television, Channel 21. I am Yesi and it's Hallowell. First, the headlines. The Minister of Health and Sanitation, Professor Tejan Wurie, has officially launched the Community Health Foundation and has turned the sword for the construction of a 150-bed maternity and pediatrics hospital to be constructed by Community Health Foundation in Mile 91.
Along with my husband's support and team members.
The United Bank for Africa launches 5 of its UBA liability products and low-key savings accounts.
Definitely, though we need accounts, but definitely we are going to go through the normal procedures in terms of account opening.
A philanthropist and humanitarian, Vamba Wai Freeman, who returns from the United States after a long sojourn to give back to society, has said he's back home after a long stay in the U.S.
That was just 10 years, 10 shy of 11. For me to still remember her.
Action Aid International Sierra Leone has on Tuesday, December 8th, launched its budget tracking report aimed at increasing the capacity of civil society in the country.
That is both from Mali, Tono, and Western area.
Those were the headlines. And now for the news in detail. The Minister of Health and Sanitation, Professor Alfie Tejan Wurie, has officially launched the Community Health Foundation and also turned the sword for the construction of a 150-bed maternity and pediatrics hospital, which is going to be constructed by Community Health Foundation at Silicon Hill, Mile 91, Tokolili District. Alfie Barrie has more.
This maternity and pediatrics hospital couldn't have come at a better time because Mile 91, that is made up of over 50,000 residents, do not have a single hospital, even though it is strategically located and sandwiched between Mashaka and Bo, providing affordable and quality health care. According to the CEO and founder of Community Health Foundation, Linda Muksinsise, it has been a lifelong ambition, thus prompting her to set up this foundation, which will help to alleviate the dire health care problems, especially for women and children.
And it was the sense of being a Sierra Leonean who wants to help improve the lives of her people that led me to form the Community Health Foundation. Growing up in Sierra Leone, I saw the desperate need to improve the healthcare system in our country, especially on the maternity sector. And as a result, I have dedicated myself to helping to improve the lives of other Sierra Leoneans across the country, along with my husband's support and team members. Today, I am privileged to be here with the health sector stakeholders to launch our organization, Community Health Foundation, which will work in partnership with the government of Sierra Leone to provide affordable, quality maternal health care to all Sierra Leoneans. Our goal is to provide affordable quality medical access to pregnant women in Sierra Leone by operating maternal hospitals that are staffed with qualified, experienced midwives, trained gynecologists, and qualified doctors to provide good services to our patients.
During the turning of the sword, the Minister of Health and Sanitation, Professor Alfie Tejan Wurie, commended the Muksin family for their indelible footprints they are making in the county, noting that their intervention so far, especially in the maternity pediatrics, will help bolster that area. Professor Wurie was, however, quick to draw a parallel between the proposed maternity hospital and the need for it to be connected to the national power grid.
As a ministry, since we appreciate that for now, if you still get pregnant before the age of 18, we are now putting together what we call special baby care units. special baby care unit is a highly mechanized system of improving the survival of a child that is underweight or that is less than full term. Another factor that is dependent on that is electricity. All of those equipment depends upon electricity. Standby electricity will not work at all times. So we need the national grid. And the reality, the national grid can be turbine generator, can also be solar. And we do hope that this is a big shift. And my 91 is now as big as Maboka, and I do expect that electricity, and I'm sure His Excellency is hearing, electricity will be put into my 91 by 2023. So by the time this hospital would have completed, it will have power from the national grid, and therefore will not only be able to treat mothers and children, but even the neonates can also be treated.
When speaking during the launch, the CEO and founder of Canadian College of Modern Technology, Muksen Sisay, underscored the importance of having effective healthcare services, which he said will help to fast-track economic growth.
It will interest you to know that with more than 50,000 inhabitants, a population larger than the district headquarters of Magboka, Mile 91 remained the largest community without a government hospital. And remember this, the closest hospital from Mile 91 is approximately 35 miles, which is 56.3 kilometers, with a travel time of 3 hours, through rough roads, sometimes impossible to cross.
Community Health Foundation, as part of their broader intervention in the health sector, has just completed a maternity hospital equipped with intensive care bed. This launch, which came with a lot of fanfare, was attended by major stakeholders in the health sector. When this maternity hospital is completed, it is hoped that it will serve as a magnet to open the town to massive development projects from the government and goodwill individuals. Compiled by Alfie Barrie, read in the studio by Badia Jibril Sisse.
The United Bank for Africa, UBA, has officially launched 5 of its UBA liability products and low-key savings accounts at the Hub Hotel in Freetown. The products, according to the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Usman Ishaka, is to deepen financial inclusion and financial literacy, especially among the unbanked population. Here's the report.
Speaking on the newly launched product, 2 of the branch managers, Joseph Kemore and Daphne Roy McJohnson, said the United Bank for Africa prides itself to be one of the leading banks in Africa and other parts of the world where it operates. The 5 newly launched products are the Teens Account, UBA Sharp Sharp, UBA Next Level, Dreams, among others. Roy McJohnson noted that the bank continues services to its numerous customers, so much so that it has taken a further step in meeting the banking needs of its customers.
Of these products, initial minimum opening balance is 250,000, operating balance is 250,000. We have no limits. The full KYC, meaning know your customer. Definitely, though we need accounts, but definitely we are going to go through the normal procedures in terms of account opening. So we are going to do thorough KYC, which is know your customer, and the withdrawal across the counter is free on these products.
Sharp Sharp. UBA Sharp Sharp, of course, is a savings account on low KYC under the Bank of Sierra Leone guideline designed to encourage the unbanked and the underbanked. Let me stop. When we refer to unbanked, we mean those persons who do not even have access to a financial institution. And when we talk about the underbanked, those that already have access to financial institutions, yet they go elsewhere for other financial services.
Usman Iseka, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, United Bank for Africa, described the 5 products as retailer building products that meet the banking needs of their customers, noting that UBA is evidently the leading bank in all innovative banking system in the country.
UBA Dreams, UBA Next Level, UBA Extra, as well as UBA Sharp Sharp. Specifically, the UBA team is by popular demand. You'll recall that earlier on we had UBA Kiddies, which was meant for children from age of 0 up to age 12. Then we have the UBA Dream. The UBA Dream is targeted at people who have specific projects. They have specific dreams that they want to achieve. Maybe you want to set up a business, you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house. So you open an account where you keep on saving a particular amount on a monthly or regular basis. And the beauty of that account is that it gives a very good interest rate, and the interest rate is graduated. The minimum opening balance and the minimum operating balance for that account is 1 million, so that you will be able to reach your objective of meeting the target for the project that you have at hand. And then we have the UBA Extra. The UBA Extra, just like the name suggests, is actually an opportunity for people to have something extra beyond the normal banking services that they enjoy. They have cars, ATM cards, they receive a lot, they have internet banking, they get interest rate on their account. But in addition to that, is that on quarterly basis, we'll be doing a raffle draw to pick some lucky winners.
The bank is currently extending its services to other areas in the country as it gets more agents. For Star News in Freetown, compiled by Oju Kamara, read in our studios by Hassan Kuruma.
If you've just joined us, this is the national news here on Star Television, Channel 21. Vamba Wai Freeman, a philanthropist and humanitarian who returns from the United States after a long sojourn to give back to society, has said he is home after a long stay in the U.S. to construct an orphanage for kids. Moses Oju Kamara takes up the story.
I'm determined that besides studying and spending most of my time in California, I will spend most of the rest of my time participating in humanitarian activities because I was moved by an act of random kindness that was extended to me decades ago when I was a young boy, he said in an interview. Vamba added that even though Madame Thor, as she is popularly known, was in his life for a short period of time, she left an imprint that guided his footsteps into becoming the man he is today, and for that reason has committed himself to take care of her till the end of her days.
I made a promise to God that if He helps me achieve certain things in life, I will never forget where I came from. I will never forget people that have helped me get to where I've gotten to. And she was one of those people. When I left Sierra Leone, I was just 10 years old, 10 shy of 11. For me to still remember her, because by now such memory has phased away and you remember something different. And she was in my life for a very short period of time. It was only about 3 months. So it was about 3 months she was in my life. But that 3 months left an impression on me that I have not forgotten about.
According to Vamba Wai Freeman, he is doing this to serve as a motivation in spurring people to be kind-hearted, adding that he has returned from the States to give back to his community and helping children that are in need of help. Thereby intends to construct an orphanage center to help the homeless kids and will name it in honor of the two most important women in his life.
In return to give him back, not just to Mama Tor, but we have bought her wheelchair. Because she has been bedridden due to her stroke. We have bought her wheelchair, taking care of her the pens that she needs. Bought her on any provision. I have made sure that she gets any provision that she needs. I told my brother whenever whatever she needs, make sure she's comfortable. I don't care what it is. Just let me know if you need something. Call me. We'll make sure it's taken care of. To extend on that, I plan on starting a foundation sooner on in honor of her. In honor of her and my mother. The same heart that she has, the same heart my mother has. So that's my end game, is to create a foundation in these two important pillars of my life, my mom and her, just usher pillars in my life, to show that kindness to others go a long way. She probably did not expect that I would have remembered her because I was so young. She probably did not expect that I would come back and honor her and tell her thank you. But just that kindness, you never know who you're helping in life. And like they say, the stone a builder has what? Given away shall be the head cornerstone. So even though she did not, I was nothing then. Now I'm the head cornerstone in a lot of people's lives. This is not just on tour. There's a lot of people that I help and aid here, and family members I help and aid. But I like when strangers do things for me that impacts me more than anything. That impacts me more than my family helping me. Because for me, you're a stranger. You don't have to help me.
He revealed that since he returned home, he organized the search party to locate Mama Thor, even though it took weeks, but she was eventually located. A gesture, although much unexpected, is a reminder that there are still good people in this world. She did not have to do the extraordinary things that she did, and for that I will be forever grateful, he said, quoting Isaiah 59:18.
The gesture of strangers for me means a lot. This lady, in regards to how it impacted my life today, it shows me to be kind to others. It shows me that we are in a very small world. You never know. You never know who you're rubbing up against. In regards to who you're helping, it has created a creed in my life that I live by, is to be kind to others. Because you never know. You never know. This lady out of nowhere decided to help me when she could have turned her blind eye. This is not my family, it's not my responsibility, and just, it'll tell me to go away. But no, she saw somebody that needed help and she stepped in. The kind of a heart, and I never forgot that.
The immediate relative of Mama Thor, Shadi Zakia, expressed her gratitude to Freeman for coming back and wanting to take care of her sister, adding that this shows that the things that people do truly lives with them, pointing out that this is a clear manifestation that her sister was a kind person.
This boy go member but I go come all the way I come to try to see him. So I'm really proud of him for the good they don't do, and let God bless this beginning back to come.
She concluded on the note that Freeman isn't the only person that her sister helped, but was the only one that came back to pay gratitude for an act of random kindness that was extended to him over 20 years ago. For Star News in Freetown, I am Moses Oju Kamara.
As a way of increasing the capacity of civil society in the country, ActionAid International Sierra Leone has on Tuesday, 8th December 2020, launched its budget tracking report with funds provided by the European Union with the Center for Coordination of Youth Activities. The launching ceremony was held at the Golden Tulip Hotel in Freetown. Mariama Mansouri has the details.
With funds provided by the European Union, ActionAid Sierra Leone, in partnership with the Center for Coordination of Youth Activities and Campaign for Good Governance, on Tuesday, 8 December, launched the budget tracking. The project, titled Building an Active Civil Society for Improved Gender-Responsive Public Service Delivery, especially for women and children to attain sustainability development in Sierra Leone. The project is implemented in 4 districts: Bombali, Kono, Bo, and Western area. ActionAid Executive Director Fode Bassi said the overall goal of the project is to increase the capacity of civil society organizations, their works and local authorities to reinforce local democratic governance, improve transparency, inclusiveness, and accountability decision-making. He said, with the principle of inclusiveness at the core of the action, the consortium is working with the CSOs led by women, youth, and persons living with disability, building the capacity of women's leading both within CSO structures and at the community levels of local democratic processes.
This report, I must say, is a product of our hardworking civil society organizations that are here, our budget networks from the 4 districts where we are implementing this project, that is both from Bali, Tono, and Western area, and also with strong support and collaboration from the Budget Advocacy Network. Madam Chair, this project, as the EU Civil Society and Local Authorities project, of course, it is a clear project. We are now in the final year of implementation. It is funded by the European Union, of course, with these 3 partner organizations, that is actually CDG and CCY. So on behalf of the partners, I want to use this space to thank the European Union for their support in building an active civil society for inclusion and responsible public service delivery, especially for women and girls, for attain sustainable development in Sierra Leone.
Sir Kendema from Campaign for Good Governance in a statement said the project is people-centered project, having full participation of people. It said the project supports government's midterm plan as the work of CSOs complements government's efforts. It also said that the project addressed fragility. They have seen demands from people, demands from service delivery, addressing service delivery with call down tensions in communities, but also address critical issues in communities.
In a confrontational manner, instead of in a non-confrontational manner. And sometimes if they meet resistance, we experience what we refer to as chaos, violence, and the whole of it. And this project centers around advocating for improved service delivery. And improved service delivery can best be delivered when there is accountability, when there is transparency, and having the stakeholders to do that which they've been asked to do. Today, we are having a partner that will be doing a presentation. A presentation that clearly tracks government's expenditure.
Adams Cabo from Local Government Finance Department, Ministry of Finance, in his keynote address, thanked the Action Aid and partners for putting together this report, noting that they at the Ministry of Finance are pleased with the work. He reiterated that this is the 16 years of decentralization implementation and that a new policy has been developed that will soon be tabled in Parliament.
We are now in our 15th or 16th year. Of course, this is not to say that there are not challenges, there are challenges. And I think we've learned a lot. So going forward, we see how we can improve on the process. We just now have a revised policy on digitalization. I'm sure most of the issues relating to gender, women's empowerment, I think, are being reflected in the new policy on digitalization. For Ministry of Finance, what we intend doing is to develop a fiscal decentralization policy and strategy, which is speaking from the policy that has been developed. There's an AOI currently out, and that policy definitely will speak to all of the issues relating to fiscal decentralization, the revenue assignment, the expenditure assignment, intergovernmental transfers, borrowing, and all of it related to detail, because the policy that has been revised will not go into details on fiscal issues. It will merely highlight high-level issues, but the policy on fiscal decentralization really hammer out in detail how we want to see fiscal decentralization going forward. And of course, all the lessons, clear lessons, will be captured in that policy as we want to see ourselves going forward in terms of fiscal decentralization.
He also said that all this is to improve the decentralization process so that they will be able to deliver service at the local level. For Star News, I am Irma Shekmatu Mansari reporting.
Well, viewers, that's how we draw the curtains down for today's edition of the National News. I am Yessi and it's Hallowell. Many thanks for watching.